guys, so today I thought I would tell you guys how to fade semi-permanent hair, because if you're like me and have semi-permanent hair, sometimes it can be a bitch to get the color out, especially with blues and stuff. So I thought I would tell you my tips and tricks on how I do that. So if you want to know how to fade semi-permanent hair, then just keep watching. The first tip that I have is to use an anti-dandruff shampoo. I have Head & Shoulders upside down, wow. This works really well, especially the first few weeks at taking out color. The ends, for me, normally have the most potent color, so it sticks a lot, whereas in my roots, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but my roots are pretty faded right now. So I would definitely try using Head & Shoulders or some sort of dandruff shampoo, because that really strips out the color.
Why are you here?
My next tip I have for you guys is to wash your hair with warm water. Especially if it's the first time you dyed it and you just hate it, I would definitely recommend washing with warm water because that already fades it really, really fast. My next tip, which is probably one of the best tips that I've found, is to go swimming with chlorine water. It's not that healthy for your hair, but if you're already going to be going swimming, then you might as well just leave your hair down and say screw it and get some of the hair dye out of your hair. If you don't want the chlorine to damage your hair as much, you can just put conditioner in your hair before you go into the water, or just put your hair up in a bun or whatever. But if you really want your hair color to fade, then just swim for a few hours in chlorine water and it'll fade. I will insert a picture now of what happened to my roots after I had just dyed it and I went chlorine swimming. Never gonna make that mistake again. Most hair color removers will not remove semi-permanent hair dye, but there are a few that will. So if you want to try out like color remover or whatever, then you can definitely try that and see if it works for you. I haven't personally tried it, but you can definitely give it a go. I know Guy Tang used that on Super Merryface's hair and it worked, so you can try it, I guess. The next tip I have is to use dish soap, which is really, really drying to your hair, so don't do this too much, but dish soap will fade your hair about the same amount as Head & Shoulders, so you could definitely try that. If Head & Shoulders isn't working, you could see if dish soap does. What? Okay, the next thing that you can do is do a bleach bath, which I've done a few times, and it's pretty much just mixing bleach and shampoo or conditioner together, and then it's not as damaging to your hair and you leave it on for less time, which I think is a great idea because it definitely does take out color, especially if you had already bleached it and you just want to take out a little bit more color. Then you can do that on the sections where you still have hair dye that you don't want and it'll just take it all out. Now, my last tip for you guys is that bleach is your friend. If your hair color is not faded enough, you can definitely try to bleach your hair, but I would recommend going to a professional
If you have the money. Now, I know that we all do not probably have the money because I never went to a professional and my hair is fine, so
do with that what you will. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope this helps some of you if you have semi-permanent hair and you want to fade it. But remember to subscribe because I post a new video every Tuesday, and my boyfriend's here.